Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 28th of May. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Sampai, Webjet, Resources, Moto and Lithium. So if you have a request, send it through. Make sure you've signed up to the newsletter. If you enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media and even leave us a review on Facebook or Google. If you need further help, please let us know and inquire about our portfolio management services. And of course, any advice here is general only. So we'll start off with a daily chart of Sampai. So price action overall looks bullish. We'll just zoom in a bit here. So what we've had is, nice rally here in March, April, like most stocks, and then it's consolidated by going sideways. So this flat consolidation is a bullish sign. And ultimately, what we're now seeing is a breakout of that consolidation. So I think Sampai is now ready to go for another run. We can see the push higher yesterday on good volume, so it should rally further from here. I think there's some obvious resistance around the mid-5s. Possibly it'll try to retest this peak here near $6, but either way, for the moment, I think Sampai is on the way back up. Webjet, obviously it's had a massive run in the last few weeks. The trading profile looks positive. So I mean, from the April lows, we're seeing impulsive moves up. Any moves down are fairly corrective. Impulsive move again, corrective, another impulsive move. So it's doing all the right things. The volume obviously looks really good on the way up, but just bear in mind this company raised a lot of capital, and the shares on issue increased by about 150%. In other words, its market cap here is the same as when it was up here. So just something to bear in mind. But looking at the chart, it's looking good, doing all the right things. Looks like it wants to come back a little bit in the short term, but no danger signs just yet, in my opinion. So at the moment, I think the trend is still to the upside. Resources. So we're seeing recently moves higher on volume. That's a positive. However, if I do zoom out a bit on this daily chart, I've noticed it's done it a few times. So I've got this sort of rally here, it's faded, another rally on volume, faded. You could see the spikes in volume each time it rallies, but it just doesn't go anywhere. So, I can't get excited about this. I really need to, you've got this sort of clear level here up closer to 2 cents. I'd like to see it trade above that and just break out of this range, whereas at the moment, it just looks like it's still stuck in that range. Okay, Moto. So, big rally off the March lows. I think we're probably seeing it in a fourth wave. So if we just zoom in here, what I've got is a sort of a rally, consolidation, and then a stronger rally. So, in terms of Elliott wave, this could be a wave 1, 2, 3, and therefore we're in wave 4. So as long as it holds above this April peak, so wave 4 needs to not overlap here, then it's just merely consolidating. And I think because this one seemed to use up quite a bit of time, wave 4 would do the opposite. So it may well just be a fairly sharp consolidation. So it might not be long until we see this one do its fifth wave and try to trade up here, but it just needs to stay above this peak. And finally, Lithium. So, big rally there over the last several weeks. Gap down yesterday, and we could see a huge spike in volume. So that's a bit of an early warning sign. It really does need to recover quickly from here. Now we've got a gap here, so if we see it sort of struggle to recover, and then when it gets near that gap, it gets sold down again, and that would be a warning sign. And I'd suggest if we zoom out, it looks like 4 cents seems to be an obvious level. So, if we see that kind of price action, I'd be waiting for support back near 4 cents. But we just really need to see what it does here because, as I said, gapping down on volume after a big run up, could be a warning sign. All right, well that's it for this week. If you have your request, email it through and I'll try to include it.